Hello and welcome to another episode of WE7. I'm your host Srishti Sharma and today we have with us a very special guest, Isha Bhandari. A very warm welcome to our show, ma'am. Isha is the Chairperson at DSB Foundation, International Social Scientist and Global Goodwill Ambassador. Thank you for joining us, ma'am.
My pleasure.
So please tell us something about yourself. How did it all start, your journey and something?
It's been a wonderful journey when I look back at my past years, how I've come through. In fact, I've been very enterprising person. I love meeting people. I love traveling. So I think that is the essence of where I am today. We started our DSB group, which is a business group. It's on the name of my son, which is Isha Bhandari. And we have 3 companies under that. We have the DSB Foundation, which is into the social sector. We have the DSB Entertainment and Productions, which looks into the films and documentaries. And we have Snowcon Securitas, which looks into the security personnel. We've also initiated a brand which is called RU, that is Rejuvenating You. So we are into herbal therapeutic soaps and essential oils. It's been a very diverse fields altogether, from entertainment to security to social initiatives. But I think being from the family of army personnel, my father was in the Indian Army. My husband is a serving Indian Army officer. I think we were made to face challenges in life and still be very positive. So I've traveled with my father and my husband almost pan-India. I've seen women across different states, right up to the villages, on how they perform, what are the needs for them. So I think it was a great initiative and great learning for me, from all this. And I always say, I've been very lucky that I've got wonderful people in my life who taught me, who guided me and showed me the right path.
So list of achievements are endless. What really motivated you to do what you're doing?
It's been the satisfaction, I think, which works towards helping others and doing something very innovative. And when we talk about the women entrepreneurs in India, I think it is an era of women entrepreneurs where women in every field are taking bold steps and risks to fulfill their entrepreneurial dreams. So it's been a kind of a dream and a passion for me to get into a film industry, to get into more so for my son, because he's a filmmaker himself and he's worked with Yash Raj Films. So all that happening and that vision and the passion for filming came through him, which we set it up, and we are doing a lot of wonderful projects under that. The security again was a very passionate thing, because I felt that wherever we need trained people, so the company which we have set up is Snowcon Securitas, and the emphasis on that is on the training of the manpower, the training on the security personnel, and also their the personality. So we are really focusing on the training aspect of the security personnel, their personality through the uniform. And again, very important is the equipment which they have, because we need to make a person secure, the family secure, with the person standing outside the gates. And social initiatives, of course, began with setting up the foundation, which is the DSB Foundation. We have almost 6 verticals in that. We are working towards women's health, women's safety, environment. We are doing a lot of international campaigns, and one of my very favorite campaign was the Tree for Life, which I did with the Global Goodwill Ambassadors Organization, which is based in US. And this organization, I'm also the Director India for them. And we have very recently partnered with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So it's a great campaign to work with, and we had almost 101 countries participating in this. And there were over 10 lakh trees which were planted across different countries. So women's safety, women's health, again, a lot of initiatives are being worked out through the foundation.
A lot of your work really revolves around women involvement, be it the empowerment or entrepreneurship. So what do you think is the common thread of struggle for women globally, irrespective of country, location? What's the common thread for women globally?
When we're talking about women empowerment, I think in India specifically, the policy simplification by the government has led to increased numbers of women entrepreneurs in India. Also, when we are talking about India per se, we have, I think, almost 80 lakh women who are entrepreneurs in the MSME sector of India, of our country. And over, I think 38% increase has been seen in the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, which was established by the Women of India. When we are talking about the entrepreneurs, I think with the Prime Minister's vision of making India the $5 trillion world economy cannot be achieved till we empower the entrepreneurs of India. So it's been a great journey, I think, for the women who have come through a long way, and now finally, with everything in their favor, I think they're getting a very good platform to show their talent and show the success equally with the men.
We at WE7 are all about women, entrepreneurship and women empowerment. So what is your take on women empowerment? What is the real sense of women empowerment? Do we really need it?
I'm very, very, focused when I say this, that I think the women in India are totally empowered. And that's the project which I've just started on women entrepreneurship, which we are doing in villages of India in different states. Women are definitely empowered, because I can vouch this and I can say this because I've traveled pan-India. I've done a lot of projects in the villages in different states when we talk about Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, Maharashtra, everywhere. And wherever I've gone, I've seen women actually being role models for their own women in the villages. We really can't compare the women in the village to the women of the city because of the different, the advantage, the different facilities which they get over there. I think in terms of women in the villages, if she's able to take care of her children, if she's able to educate her children, if she's able to look after her husband, if she's working in the fields, if she's helping her husband to sell the produce, if she's able to look after the senior citizens in her village, I think she is empowered. We really don't have to say that we can compare a woman in a small town or a small village in the Punjab to somebody who's in London or US. I think that will be very wrongly to put it across to her. But women in villages I've seen are more receptive to what you have to offer to them. It's just that they need the means and the right way and the guidance to achieve those things.
Any one particular achievement that you would like to throw light on?
Yes, of course. I think in terms of business, yes, we have achieved a lot, and we are making DSB Group as one of the prominent groups of India, in terms of the business aspect. But also when we talk about the social angle, I've been almost in the sector for the last 20-25 years. And I've been tagged as the International Social Scientist. I've also been tagged as the Global Goodwill Ambassador. I think it's been a great journey to work for the social and the underprivileged sector of our society. But in comparison, when we work in India and when we work abroad, I think the most important thing is that when we're working abroad, the guidelines, when we talk about the implementation part of it is so clear. But when you're working in India, somewhere we lack that kind of a thing. If a project has to be initiated in the Western countries. I've worked with UN, I've worked with WHO, Red Cross, and a lot of other international organizations. So everything is settled before, like we plan the whole thing, we plan the project, how it is to be implemented.
And that is where it's at.
Yes, how who's the target audience, what if something comes up, like I did a very big project for the cancer on women. So we worked out right from the awareness stage to detection, to treatment, to how we're going to take care of the patients, But in India, somewhere, I think we lack that out. We launch projects, and they are no doubt wonderful projects. But when we are coming down to the implementing part of it, I think the guidelines given to the people right at the grassroots level, somewhere those misses the target. Yes, absolutely.
All right. Any message that you would like to give to our audience, people who are watching you?
The only message which I want to give to all the women of India is walk the path, and I'm sure you'll achieve your vision.
Thank you so much for your time, and it was lovely talking to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Srishti.